Your dog does not see you as a human. They really don't. And what they actually see is stranger and far more touching than the word owner. Scientists have spent years studying the dog-human bond, and the answer changes how you'll look at your dog tonight. There are 5 things you really are to your dog, but it's number 5 that stopped researchers in their tracks, backed by a brain scan I still find hard to believe. That is the one I need you to stay for. Once you hear it, you will never look at your dog the same way again. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, you are not another dog to them. You've probably heard that a cat more or less sees you as a big, clumsy cat. Do not make the same assumption about your dog, because dogs did something cats never did. Over roughly 15,000 years living alongside us, dogs evolved an entire set of social behaviors aimed at one species. Ours. Scientists call it the human-canine bond, and there is nothing else quite like it in the animal world. Your dog doesn't look at you and see a bigger dog to compete with or follow. They look at you and see something they were shaped, across thousands of generations, to seek out and attach to. Not a packmate, not an equal. Something closer to a lifeline. And if you want to understand what your dog is really thinking, instead of guessing, subscribe, because that is all we do on this channel. Coming up, the one talent your dog has that even chimpanzees can't match. Number 2, you are the one human signal they were built to read. Point at something across the room and watch your dog. They follow your finger to the spot. It seems ordinary until you learn that a chimpanzee, our closest relative, usually can't do this. Neither can a wolf raised by humans. Your dog reads the meaning behind a human gesture in a way almost no other animal can. Brian Hare, a dog cognition researcher at Duke University, found that dogs are born ready to understand our pointing, our glances, even where our attention is aimed. They didn't just learn to live near us. They evolved to read us. So when Rosie watches my hand or follows my eyes to the door, that isn't a trained trick. It's 15,000 years of evolution pointing her straight at the nearest human. Still ahead, what your dog is doing every single time they stare at your face. Number 3, you are their emotional weather report. When you look at another person, your eyes drift first to the left side of their face, the side that shows emotion most honestly. It's automatic. Here's what's remarkable. Your dog does the exact same thing, but only with humans. Shown human faces, dogs look left first. Shown other dogs, or objects, they don't. They evolved a way of reading emotion built specifically for us. That's why your dog often knows you're upset before you've said a word. They're reading the tension in your face, the set of your mouth, with a precision that took thousands of years to develop. So the next time you're having a hard day and your dog quietly comes and leans against you, understand they didn't guess. They read it on your face and chose to come. Next, what your dog is really doing in those hours you are not home. Number 4, you are the safety they hold on to when you're gone. The moment you pick up your keys, your dog clocks it. Some pace, some wait by the door long after you've left. For years, people called it separation anxiety and moved on. But researchers asked a better question. What is actually happening inside a dog left alone? Their stress hormones rise within minutes of you leaving. But play them a recording of their owner's voice, and the stress drops. Not for any voice, only yours. And a study at Emory University found that when dogs were given different scents to smell, only one lit up the reward center of the brain, the part tied to love and anticipation. Not food, not another dog. You, your scent. Your dog isn't simply waiting out the hours, they're holding on to every trace of you until you walk back through that door. Now number 5, the one I told you to stay for, and the reason is a brain scan. Number 5, you are family at the level of brain chemistry. In a study published in the journal Science, researchers found that when a dog and their owner simply look into each other's eyes, both of them get a surge of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. The same chemical that floods a mother and her newborn in the first moments after birth. Read that again. When your dog gazes at you, their brain releases the exact chemistry humans use to bond with their babies. And when you look back, so does yours. This isn't owners imagining things, it's a measured loop, running quietly between you every single day. So what are you to your dog? Not their owner, not a bigger dog. You are the face their eyes evolved to read, the scent their brain rewards, the one presence their whole biology was built to find, and the being their brain bonds to like family. When Rosie looks at me, she isn't seeing a human, she's seeing home. So tonight, when your dog looks up at you for no reason at all, you'll know what's really happening. They're not asking for anything. They're looking at the center of their entire world. You are not your dog's owner. You are their person, written into 15,000 years of evolution and a quiet rush of brain chemistry. If this changed how you see your dog, subscribe, because that is what we do here. What your dog's behavior actually means. And tell me below, what does your dog do that makes you feel like their whole world?